Sometimes you need to take a break. A big night for television, and I did something yesterday I swore I would never do.
Welcome to the Hopefulist, a daily talk show hosted by veteran broadcaster Wendy McClure. Join Wendy each day as she shares her life lessons that transformed her from perpetual pessimist to the ultimate hopefulist. The perfect morning show to get you caught up on the day's top stories while sharing insights that will lead to positive transformation and bring out the hopefulist in you. For more inspiration, visit Hopefulist.com. And now, here's your host and hopefulist, Wendy McClure.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy hump day. It is Wednesday, December 18th, 2019. It is day 96 of Gotta Get On Ellen. It has finally stopped raining here at the Jersey Shore. It has been raining for what it seems like weeks, which is not helping anybody's morale. The dreary days have just been so depressing. And I think that hopefully a little sunshine is going to make me feel a little bit better today. I am feeling a little bit better today. Sounds like I'm still a little hoarse. Not 100%. But I definitely feel better. I don't feel great. I don't feel as awful as I did yesterday. I'm on the mend. Let's put it that way. My husband woke me up right before he left for work this morning. He's like, how you feeling? I'm like, I don't know yet. Just woke up. So I've been, taking the cold medicines and stuff. And I'll tell you, this can be addicting. I get such a good night's sleep on them. Oh, my goodness. Slept like a rock. Love it. That's why I had no idea how I felt when I woke up, because I was out like a light. So, yes, I did spend the day in front of the television yesterday like I had promised that I would. I started to binge watch The Handmaid's Tale. Now, I've read the book, so I know the story. I know the storyline. I know the characters. It's weird. This series is very strange, very disturbing. And I don't know, I'm kind of in a happy mood right now. I don't know if I want to watch something so depressing and disturbing. I don't know. But I'm 4 episodes in. I gave it a good shot because they're hour-long episodes. So I watched 4 of those. I had started to watch a Disney movie, and then I don't know, kind of lost interest in it. I've seen it before. I'm not going to name the movie because I don't want to hear all kinds of uproars. I loved the movie the first time I saw it. I did enjoy the part that I just kind of was like, I want to watch something else. So, big night tonight on television. All in the Family is going to be on live tonight. Of course, Woody Harrelson, Marissa Tomei. And this time, they are doing a second half, not the Jeffersons as they did last time, but this time it's going to be Good Times. And Viola Davis will be playing Florida. Other than that, I don't really know who's playing the rest of the parts. So tune in for that. That is tonight on ABC. So very exciting news. I'm looking forward to that. Live is always a little bit of a different element, because they can't start over again. And also some good TV news in the McClure household. Big Bang Theory was back on last night in its old time slot of 7:30. Yes! I don't know if they've gotten complaints or what, but yeah, it was back on last night. We were so excited. It's the little things, right? I kind of missed it. I don't feel like I've seen it, and I haven't seen it in like well over a month. We used to watch that show several times a week. In addition to the Monday through Friday 7:30 viewing, we would watch it on the weekends as well. It's a very good show if you have never checked it out. It's very cute and geeky, and that's what endears the whole show to us. So, but yeah, we're very, very happy to have something to watch at 7:30 again, because Wheel of Fortune just was not cutting it for us. I was tempted to put on one of the entertainment shows at 7:30, like Access Hollywood or Entertainment Tonight, something like that. But I didn't want to make my husband suffer through those. Not that we're really watching them anyway. I'm usually reading. He's on his iPad playing games, what have you. But, yeah, Big Bang is back, and we are very, very happy. So since I was feeling a little under the weather yesterday, I really didn't want to leave the house. However, I had to leave the house just for at least one purpose, because I've been on a wait list for a library book for quite some time, and it came in over the weekend, and I kept wanting to go over the weekend, and then we put it off Saturday, and then Sunday we usually, we wanted to get up early and do some shopping. Turns out the library doesn't open up on Sundays until 1 p.m. What? 1 p.m.? So by that time, football was on, and we were home, and I was home. I wasn't going out for a library book. So then I was going to go Monday because I had some shopping to do, and then I decided to put off my shopping because, again, pouring rain. I mean, you just don't want to do anything. And sometimes if you don't have to leave the house when it's pouring rain, you don't leave the house. That's the way I kind of figured it on Monday. I'm like, I'll just wait till tomorrow. Meanwhile, my book is only going to be on hold for a certain amount of days. They told me they were going to hold it until December 18th. Now, does that mean that it goes back on December 18th, or do they hold it to the end of December 18th? I'm never quite sure. So I didn't want to chance it. So I did go out yesterday to get my library book. And this is where it came in, where I did something I said I would never, ever do. I went in my pajamas. Oh, yes, I did. Oh, yes, I did. Let me tell you, I have been extremely judgmental of those who go out in their pajamas. I'm like, what? Are you that lazy? You can't just take off your pajama bottoms and put on another pair of pants? Are you that lazy? Yes, I was. I was that lazy yesterday. I was sick. I just needed my library book, and I wasn't going to get changed to do it. Now, the interesting part is I typically don't wear real pajama pants. I got to tell you, I've been missing out. They are super comfy. Now, I bought a pair of Christmas-themed pajama pants because I've had a couple of Christmas PJ parties. So that's the only reason I bought them. But they're, flannel and all soft and fuzzy. And they have Christmas bulb lights all over them. And they're really warm. Typically, I just wear stretch pants or sweatpants to bed. Honestly, until about a year ago. And I don't know what switched a year ago. But I would always wear shorts to bed. I just wasn't cold. You're snuggled under the covers or whatever. And, first thing when I got up, I would just run to the couch and put the blanket over top of my legs. So it wasn't really necessary for me to wear long pants or anything like that. But I have been wearing at least, something that covers all of my legs. So you know what? It was just easier for me. I even tucked my pajama pants inside my Ugg boots. That's right. I did. So I feel a little bad about all the judgment I have had in the past, but this was extenuating circumstances, in my opinion. I was very sick, and I just needed to get that library book. By the way, the book is by, I believe it's Robert Iger, or is it Michael Iger? I think it's Robert, Bob Iger. The Ride of a Lifetime. If you're not familiar, he is the CEO of the Disney company, and he's talking about how he started at the bottom, really started at ABC, which was then bought by Disney. So I have dug into that, really liking it so far. If you haven't had a chance to check that out, it is called The Ride of a Lifetime, and I waited a really long time on the wait list at the library for this book. So like I said, I had to get it. It was worth the trip out in the, again, rainy conditions in the cold to get my library book. So there you go. I will no longer judge people as harshly. I'm still going to judge you a little bit because you know what? I was that lazy yesterday. I'm going to admit it. Are you that lazy that you can't put on a pair of pants? Yes, indeed I was that lazy yesterday. I believe I get a little bit of a pass because I was sick. Now, if you're just going out to Walmart to do some Christmas shopping and you don't feel like putting on pants and you're not sick, yeah, I'm still going to judge you a little bit. Just telling you. You shouldn't care, but I'm going to judge you a little bit. So meanwhile, while I was out, I figured, oh, you know what? You got to feed a cold, starve a fever. So yeah, not doing good on my healthy eating plan. All that stuff I told you yesterday went right out my car window when I pulled up to the Burger King. And I got myself some French toast sticks. But I wanted to mention the guy working the drive-thru at the Burger King. I could hear, see, and sense his internal struggle between his being miserable and trying to be nice to me. I could hear it on the speaker, the way he was talking. You could just tell he was miserable. Didn't want to be there. I don't know what's going on in his life. Placed my order, went up to the window, handed him my card to pay, took my card, didn't say anything, didn't tell me the amount or anything, like no, just didn't say anything. Gave him my card, took my card, and then he hands it back. Okay, thank you. The struggle, working through his struggle. Okay, he's trying to be nice to me. Okay, thank you. Oh, yeah, thank you. Waited a little while for my food. Could see him. In fact, when he was running my card, I could even hear he had this big sigh. He's like, like that, frustrated, I don't want to be here type sigh. And but then at the end, when I got my food, he's like, have a nice day. Again, breaking through a little bit. I could see the struggle. I don't know. There's sometimes that I just want to kind of hand people my business card and be like, maybe you should listen to my podcast. I find that people would probably be offended, though, if I were to do that. You agree? Yeah, it's probably offensive. But I could sense his struggle. I don't know. Is this like a new intuitive power that I have? Or am I just more open to it now? Am I just noticing it more now? I don't know. But I feel I could help him. But I found it to be a quite interesting battle that he was having with himself. I hope that he was able to pursue in his struggle, and the trying to be nice ended up winning out. So, to the guy in the Burger King drive-thru window, have a very Merry Christmas and a more happy New Year. There you go. Hope that you feel better. I like I said, I wanted to say something to him, but it would come across as being rude and condescending, I believe, and at the very least offensive. So I am wishing him well from afar. There you go. On to the topic for today. I wanted to ask you guys about whether you leave your Christmas lights on all night long. Now, I was originally thinking about the outside of the house, but yeah, the inside too, because if you've listened to me before, you know that I talk about the fact that I leave my tree on all night long because I love to have that be the first thing I see when I get up in the morning. However, I do have some other lights in the house that I do not leave on all night long. In fact, it's the last thing I do is when I go to bed is unplug the lights that I have on a little TV stand, and I have another one on a little table. I don't leave those on because for some reason I'm afraid, well, those could cause a fire in the middle of the night, but I'm not really worried about that when it comes to the tree. I'm a little worried about it, but I kind of got over it. So when it comes to the outside lights, though, we really just have that star shower light outside this year. Last year we had put some lights around the railing for our steps, but we didn't do that this year. It's just the star shower, and it has a built-in timer. When you plug it in, you go out, you turn it on, and you hit the timer button, and it times itself for 6 hours. So we put it on for about 5 o'clock, so it'll go off at 11. It's just easier to do it that way since it's already built in, right? We have some lights in our porch that are on a regular timer. I believe they go on about 4:30 now, and my husband told me he scheduled them to go off at 11. And those are lights. We've got a little additional lights in there now for Christmas, but we have lights out there that run the perimeter of the roof on the inside for our own pleasure all year long. So we always have that on a timer. But what I was thinking is when I asked this question, I don't go out at night much because I'm a super early bird. So even when it's this